Well, good evening, Chatterheads. I'm not sure where PonyBoy is right now, but Tommy Guns will not be on tonight. He is actually at an impromptu wedding for a friend of his. So, anyway, with that being said, welcome to this week's edition of Tables, Ladders, and Chatter Midweek Meltdown. Oh, look who decided to finally show up.
I had to get my computer ready. It wasn't working, so bite the wiener. Listen, don't start.
The funny part is saying Pony forgot he's the one that still wanted to do tonight, even though it's just him and I.
We got a lot to talk about, and I feel nothing against Mr. Guns, but I think we can keep it professional and talk about the travesties that are going on in WWE right now.
We could talk about that. Also, PonyBoy apparently wrote out an agenda of what he wants to go over.
So, ladies and gentlemen that are watching, thank you again for tuning into Tables, Ladders, and Chatter Midweek Meltdown. Yes, we will talk about the travesties going on within the WWE, from R-Truth to Carlito to Karrion Kross. I want to touch on the Maria May, whatever her face is that showed up in NXT.
Well, also, I want to apologize to everyone. I've been a little busy at work, so I've been slacking on getting the audio files uploaded to streaming. I will be handling that tomorrow.
Tasty beer. Tasty.
All right, so where do you want to start, PonyBoy?
What up? Let's get it out of the way. For those of you who do not know, we have Tommy Guns has devised a new way for me to claim my title.
Does that mean that you need a handicap?
Yeah. No, it's not. No. You need to see my baseball? No. So we got Money in the Bank coming up. Zero, please educate the folks, because I don't necessarily remember how it's worded, and I'm not good with words.
It's okay. I don't even know who's all in Money in the Bank this year.
So, as of right now, I don't know where my phone went. We got LA Knight, Penta,
LA, Solo, Penta,
Rollins. Where did I throw my phone? That's a good question.
Well, anyway, so the rule is this. Essentially, we are each picking who we think is going to win Money in the Bank.
Yes.
In the event, and we're basing it off the men's Money in the Bank, in the event that none of us are right, we will use the women's Money in the Bank match as like a tiebreaker. Whoever wins will get a one-on-one opportunity for a predictions championship match at any of the non-Big Four PLEs. However, whoever wins, if someone wins, they have to claim it 2 weeks prior to that PLE event. That way, you can make your predictions. Now, as I said, I am so far behind on Monday Night Raw due to softball. I am behind on SmackDown because I just haven't been watching it. And I haven't even been keeping up on the highlights. So who do you got? Who's in the men's Money in the Bank?
I got the women's. Let's do the women's first. We'll start with the women's because I got to pull up.
All right.
We have Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, Mommy, Roxanne Perez, Julia Naomi, and Stephanie Valkyrie.
Ooh.
As much as I'm going to go, Tommy called Naomi.
All right. So let's get this out of the way first. Tommy Guns, as I said, starting off this episode, is not here tonight. He is currently at an impromptu wedding for his buddy Dustin, who we actually had the pleasure of meeting when we were up in Montana. Dustin, congratulations to you and your newfound wife.
Yeah, Dustin, cheers to you, to your wife. May you have a strong, happy marriage. May your children be just as strong and just as happy as your marriage. And when in doubt, my friend, just tell her she's got great hair. Okay. All right.
Also a little, just remember, folks. PonyBoy, say I'm sorry.
No. No.
Say I'm sorry.
No.
Say I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
You gave up too easily. Men, until you are ready to say I'm sorry for any reason whatsoever, you are not ready for marriage.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Anyway, so Tommy picked Naomi to win the women's Money in the Bank. He didn't really say why, but he was also kind of running around getting dressed and pretty late earlier.
And again, as somebody who wants to brag that he makes great picks, I can pick him the best. You're gonna pick Naomi. That's like picking a 3-legged horse in the Kentucky Derby.
How ass hurt are you going to be if Naomi somehow wins it?
I'll get glow tattooed on my taint.
This is recording. I hope you know that.
Yeah,
I'm still waiting for you to get your body wax.
Listen, I will get glow tattooed on my taint. And for those of you who don't know what the taint is,
as soon as I'm off this streaming, I am texting our tattoo artist.
No,
and letting her know.
Sammy's not going to be the one to do it.
Oh, who's going to do it?
It'd be Nick. But anyways, so who's your women? Who's your chick? Who's your chicky poo? Who are you taking?
I don't see Roxanne Perez. I don't see Stephanie Vicure.
So then that leaves you.
You said Julia's in it, right?
Julia's in it. Yeah.
Rhea Ripley and Alexa Bliss.
Yes.
Oh man.
Jake Thompson said he would tattoo my gooch.
Okay, I'm gonna put this out there right now. The way they stack the women's, that's not an easy one to pick. It's too early for Julia. It's too early for Perez, which, to be fair, they had that whole little faction going on not too long ago. So that's going to come back and bite him in the ass because, as we know, factions never work well in Money in the Bank.
You're really contemplating this one, aren't you, Chief?
Well, to be fair, if we get the men's wrong, this is what it comes down to.
This is very true.
I'm going to have to go with Alexa Bliss.
All right.
And the reason I'm going to go with Bliss is because, yes, they are bringing back the Wyatt Six more and more and more. But I don't see her part in the Wyatt Six coming up just yet.
I'm gonna pound this real quick before I make my decision, because then I'm okay with it. Ready?
So what he's saying, ladies and gentlemen, is that he cannot make any decisions when sober. Keep that in mind.
After discussing this last Monday with our wise man, as much as I want to go Rhea Ripley, Stephanie Vicure is a new hot up and comer. Unfortunately for this one, I will go against the wise man, and I'm going with Mommy.
Has Rhea ever won money? Has she even competed in Money in the Bank before?
She has. She has never won. And the reason I'm going with Rhea is she is the only one to cut a promo for the Money in the Bank.
Okay.
So I'm sure our wise man, Brad, is going to yell at me about this because we discussed this in detail on Monday. But my gut, and every other time I've gone against Mommy, she somehow fucked me in the month. You know what I mean?
She stuck it to you.
She did, and I'm going with Mommy today. It is Mommy in the Bank. Mamacita in the bank, Daddy.
Okay. All right. So Tommy went with Naomi. I'm going with Bliss. You're going with Mommy. Got it.
Yes.
Got it. All right.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you.
So
how's your dad's foot doing, Joe? Hopefully your dad's foot's doing okay. Did he pick the color prosthetic yet? Oh, that's not the right Joseph. Is it the right Joseph?
That is the right.
That is
Joseph.
the right Joseph. Okay.
He's
All
drunk already.
I'm not drunk.
Actually, maybe that's why he's going. Maybe that's why he's going with mommy at this point, because at that point, guess what? He says every time he doesn't pick mommy, she sticks it to him.
And
now
again, I'm sorry. He's the only one.
Now he wants to pick mommy so that it evens out. He gets it stuck to him every time.
Yeah, probably. And
anyway,
so yes. Before we get into the big question, what do we think is going to happen with Logan Paul, Cena, Jay, and Cody? You expecting anything big?
No, I'm not. Honestly, you know what this match reminds me of?
What?
When Roman Reigns came back and tagged with Cody.
Very good comparison. I like it. It's pointless. It's stupid. Logan Paul already probably polished John Cena's Peacemaker. We're good. And if you go back and watch that one line, he broke Jay. He broke Jay. It was quite entertaining.
It's all right. You already know when Jay and Cody win, there will be some libations on the bus afterwards.
Speaking of libations, this Saturday, 6:00, we will once again be at Industry Tap House to live stream Money in the Bank. Again, Industry Tap House, Joliet, Illinois, must be 21 in order to attend. And again, the most sought question that is asked, no, there is no cover. We do not see the point in charging you to come enjoy wrestling with us. We do have Aurelio's next door, between 15 and 20% off your order. They bring it right to you and all the drinks you can have. So again, 6 p.m., Industry Tap House, Money in the Bank this Saturday. See you there.
Once again, right. Logan Paul's contract for the win. Oh, God. Do you think it's in Logan Paul's contract what matches he's going to win and what he's going to lose? Or better yet, who will beat him?
I hope he breaks his ankle.
I don't know. That slow-mo, that photo I saw looked like Jay knocked some teeth out of him.
Oh, that was a bad death. Yeah, that was looking like a fucking rock.
Yep.
Yeah, an overbite.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but just no.
Yes, 100% me Hulk.
I hate to see it, but I hate to say it, but Cena and Paul will probably win the match. You've got the golden peacemaker and the titanium fist. What more do you want, baby?
I think I'm really hoping that it's going to be the surprise match of the evening.
Jake Thompson, we're glad you're still around and everything. But what is with our friends being hit by semis?
Oh, poor Benny.
You get my point.
Yeah.
Benny got in an accident with a semi. Jake got sideswiped by a semi. Are y'all trying to, are truckers out there trying to make me look bad at this point?
Hey, listen, it wouldn't be the first time people are trying to take, our friends and drag their name into the dirt or sideswipe them or whatever.
You know what? Explosive Joseph, I don't blame you. This would definitely be one of those times for Cody Rhodes to win. I have not been watching Raw due to softball and everything, but I saw what Cena said about R-Truth and how he went back to the whole I'm going to ruin wrestling, and I called The Rock and had R-Truth released. That's cold. We know, you know what? It's a Blue Cane moment of the week. We know it's a worked into a shoot, worked into the work, blah, 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 blah. We know that's all it is. We know that R-Truth has other things going on outside of wrestling.
Hold on, but we will get into that one. You are jumping the gun. Listen, we will get to that. We have to follow the Reader's Digest here. We got to talk about Money in the Bank, and then we can, we're going to start doing this so it's a little bit more.
All right, well, what I'm saying is in regards to Explosive Joseph, yes, I would love to see Rhodes win this match due to the fact of that promo from Cena alone. Anyway.
There's a good chance you will see, and this would be the prime time to do it, have Cody Rhodes pin Cena because then storyline wise, you could come out and say, oh, I'm the one that puts your shoulders in that 1, 2, 3. I beat you. Not only do I get a title shot for beating you, I get my rematch. That's how you would do it. Do you think there's going to be any shenanigans? Like, is The Rock going to show up?
No.
Because from what I've read, they're about done with The Rock. They're not happy with him.
They could not be happy. We'll get into that. That's business talk time. Anyway, back to the whole match thing. It'd be great to see Rhodes and Jay win.
Yes.
But I don't see that happening only because it's too soon to pull the trigger on Rhodes Cena round 2. And
no, because you have SummerSlam coming up.
All right, but then who are you going to have take the title off Cena at the end of the year? We can talk about that speculation in a little bit, but it also continues the Jay Logan Paul feud because, to be fair, Jay really doesn't have anyone else at this point, does he?
Gunther.
Didn't he fight Gunther on Monday?
Him and Sammy wrestled Braun Squared. And I want everybody to know this right fucking now.
No.
I said it first. I called him Braun Squared.
Oh, Braun Squared?
Yes.
Yeah.
We will make t-shirts that say Braun Squared, and we're going to put big meaty dogs on the back. That's what they're big meaty dogs. We want the truth. I don't give a fuck how much it pisses you off. Never fucking call me Joe.
Enough. Between both of you.
And I didn't realize I called him Joe again. I didn't know I called him Joe again. Anyways.
You accidentally did. You did earlier when you didn't realize which Joe you were talking to.
Yeah.
So that's your bad.
Okay.
Anyway.
We want the truth. Yes, we know we want the truth, but we'll get to the truth in a minute. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. The money in the bank. Now, before we get into this, why the fuck would they burn this one spot on El Grande Americano?
Dude,
let's get into this. This is going to be a meaty conversation. And I'm not going to let this marinate. The only reason I can see them putting him in that match is because Penta's in it.
You want my honest opinion?
Give it to us. And is this the night Zero gets us canceled?
El Grande Americano will not make it to Money in the Bank.
Oh, because they did say he's got to do double duty now because he's got AAA Worlds Collide.
No, that's Chad Gable, according to all you people. You people.
What do you mean, you people?
You people that want to keep going with the whole, that's not Gable, that's El Grande America. No,
people, to be fair,
you people that have kept this gimmick alive.
Okay, listen.
You Pat McAfee,
you've never, for all we know, I could be Batman. You never seen me and Batman in the same place at the same time before. I'm saying there is a possibility crazier things have happened.
You're right. I've never seen you and Batman in the same place. And you know what? I don't even want to think about you in that leather latex fucking, ooh, it really seals in the flavor.
A is for Alfred. B is for Bat.
So the reason why I'm saying it's not El Grande Americano isn't even going to make it to Money in the Bank. One of two things is going to happen.
Give it to us.
Number one, Chad Gable is going to wind up injured before his match with Vikingo.
And those of you who don't know who Vikingo is, please go check him out before you watch any of his matches with AAA. He is an incredible luchador.
All right.
Is he a luchador? Is he a luchador?
Yes, he is basically a luchador.
Okay, to be fair to our Hispanic and luchadorians out there, I was under the notion that a luchador was only a luchador if he wrestled in a mask.
No, luchador is
Okay.
the style of it's technically the
Okay.
style of wrestling. But when it comes down to Vikingo and everything like that, okay.
Can we pull up Joseph? Joseph has a very good thing that we're gonna. This is what we're talking about. It. I don't. For those of you who are just listening, Mr. Explosive has posted. I don't quite understand why they gave it to El Grande Americano. Ameridano. There's a D where there should be a C. I like it. Seems like a weird decision.
I'm gonna call Mel Grande Ameridano from now on. It's Italiano.
He might be. He's very olive skinned.
Oh.
Oh.
I thought that was the baby oil from the Diddy party. Oh.
Things are not going good for Diddy.
No Diddy. Anyway, but no, seems like a weird decision, maybe a wasteful one. All right, so here are the 3 outcomes I have in my mind about why they gave it to El Grande. All right.
Okay.
Mr. Ameridano.
Yes. Right. Ameridano with the cheese and the habanero.
See, and everyone's saying Ameridano sounds better. Anyway, so basically,
from the island of Italy.
No, that'd be the island of Little Sicily.
Thank you. The boot.
The boot, yes.
The boot. Okay.
Wow, the fact
I can smell the oregano from here. Anyways.
Anyway, number 1 is because for some odd reason, Gable will not be able to compete against Vikingo, at which point El Grande gets put in, which I honestly feel that El Grande against Vikingo would make more sense. Number 2, somehow Gable gets injured during the match, quote unquote, and El Grande is such a good friend to Gable, he took Gable to the hospital. You could write that. At which point, then you put CM Punk in the match.
Okay.
Now, number 3, and this is also where I could see it, and Joseph, I'm going to say right now, if they go with number 3, then yes, it is a wasteful entry. El Grande Americano will win Money in the Bank. And then, as such a good friend to Chad Gable, present it to Gable.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce Tommy Guns to the show with that asinine 3rd reason. Mr. Guns, it's great to see you.
Hi, guys. You're welcome. Thanks for having me here. Everything like that.
No, we miss you, Tommy. We do, buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
No, exactly. Right there. Hold on. Chaotic said best. Because Gable loaned El Grande the boots. That is why he will present him with the Money in the Bank. You know what, though? The saddest part is it sounds so absolutely fucking ridiculous, but the competitors in the men's Money in the Bank compared to the women's, it would make so much sense.
I want to give a shout out to Joseph, Mr. Explosive. Wait, no, that is not Joseph Explosive. That is Jonathan. There's too many J-O's going on right now.
There's a lot of J's in our
There is. Mr. Chaotic. I think everybody should thank Mr. Chaotic because he has prevented any future spellings of Americano wrong. We're just gonna call him Iga.
Iga.
Oh
God! Now we have another J in the chat.
Host. I thought I smelt my little trash panda of a child. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Possum is in the group. We miss you there, Chief. Okay, here's anyway, what I don't understand.
Who's all in the men's Money in the Bank? We know Rollins. We know LA. We know Sola. We know Penta. We know Grande. And
all right, let me pull this up. So, men's Money in the Bank. Okay. Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, Seth Rollins, Penta, Andrade, and El Grande Americano.
Andrade qualified?
Yes, he did.
Oh,
So
God.
let me just drop this on you right now.
Hold on. You know what? I'm going to scratch everything I've said. I am so
Oh.
glad El Grande Americano's in. You know why? It's going to be open season on his ass. And yes, he will probably be demasked at Money in the Bank. I am okay with that. By the way,
it's funny right now because I Googled this and it goes like overview of the men's Money in the Bank, who's in it, yada, yada, yada. Here's a more detailed look at the match. Participants. The matchup included. We're talking past tense. Included. Top names like Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, Seth Rollins, Penta Andrade, El Grande Americano. And then it goes into the winner.
okay.
Seth Rollins ultimately won the match and the briefcase giving him. So this right here is saying it's already happened. So the $1 million question is right now for you and I, because Mr. Guns has already took Rollins. Do we play the smart role
and take Rollins?
And take Rollins? And then leave it up, unfortunately, to the women.
To the women's?
But
I mean,
now I kind of want to go back and see if it says that for the women's.
did someone just... Yeah, exactly, Jake. Whoever PonyBoy picks, they're going to lose.
So it doesn't say that for the women's, but it only says that for the men's. So this will be very interesting. The tools we have right now.
El Grande Americano's not real. He can't hurt you. El Grande Americano.
You want to know what? Explosive. I wish I could believe you, but listen, I didn't think Santa Claus Sting was real, but I saw him. It's true. Frightening. It is frightening.
Did you see the photo going around of Sting at some fan meet and greet? And he's got Lita on one side and Trish on the other side.
Oh, yeah.
And he's got full face paint. His beard is down to his chest.
I love it. I love it.
Hold on. And it literally said, when Grandpa goes to the club and pulls two baddies.
He's hitting them with the Stinger Death Splash all night long. All night long.
Sploosh. Sploosh. Sploosh.
All right. Zero. Who are you taking? Knowing that there's a possible spoiler and Mr. Guns is taking Rollins, are we going to rely on the unreliable Divas division for this first?
It could really be interesting because in all retrospect, I also look at the opportunity. Okay. In the event that, let's say there's a spoiler. Let's say everything that you read plays out. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So Tommy took the easy person, the greatest chance. I am still calling for CM Punk to cost Rollins somehow.
That's what I'm saying. That's what a normal wrestling fan would think.
Now, with that being said, though, you know what? I'm fine with losing Money in the Bank. You know why? What's the next PLE after this one?
SummerSlam?
No.
Well, that was SummerSlam.
SummerSlam ain't till August. We're only in June.
I don't know. I'd have to look.
I'm going to tell you this right. I'm going to tell you two things. I'm going to tell you two things right now.
Okay.
Number one is that even if you and I both lose and Tommy wins, I'm challenging you to a one-on-one the next PLE.
Oh, you don't have the right. Oh, you don't have the right.
Oh, we have the right to call it at any point.
As if you win.
No. No, I'm saying if Tommy somehow wins Money in the Bank to where Money in the Bank don't matter, I'm still challenging you to a one-on-one next PLE.
Why? No, that's not part of the agreement. Now, you are not allowed to change shit.
Hey, Chatterheads, would you like to see PonyBoy and Zero go head to head?
Listen, I have said it before. When you need to feel brave, feel like a toaster. But my toaster feels like it's being held over a bathtub right now.
So I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm going to go with it. I'm going to say LA Knight is going to win it.
Oh, you're going with Jake.
I am going with LA Knight. And the reason I am going with LA Knight is because if he does not win Money in the Bank in LA for the third fucking time, do not put LA Knight in another Money in the Bank. LA Knight.
Yeah. You want to know what? I respect that reasoning. And
unfortunately, with that reasoning, as we know, WWE likes to screw over the hometown hero.
All right. I'm gonna reel it in.
Okay.
I don't see Andrade winning it. I think they're putting him in this match solely because they want to make a good name with themselves for AAA.
Okay. I can see that.
I think you're going to start seeing a whole lot more luchadors doing things. And yes, I'm gradually taking my rings off.
I'll explain to you the other reason why I didn't go Vikingo.
I'm going to go.
Vikingo,
I have to go. Fuck.
I mean, you could go with Seth Rollins and force a tiebreaker for the women and eliminate my ass.
Ladies and gentlemen, fuck Seth Rollins.
Oh, you're going Penta.
I'm going Penta. I will go Penta. It is a very shame. And again, I agree with Zero this 100%. Punk is going to find a way to cost Rollins, and you're going to get that feud. You have so much going on with the title run with Gunther and Jay, and I do see them putting the title on Rollins in this faction, but I still feel it's too early for it because again, you have to make sure the fans base is okay with the faction or it's gonna flop.
True, very true.
I don't think the fans have fully accepted this faction, and granted, I think that you're gonna see Braun Squared get their title run. And again, everybody thinks I'm nuts for this, but if you notice, they have matching outfits. Hey, listen. Bronson Reed looks amazing in all black. Braun Breaker, he's a dog, honey. So don't look at me that way. No, but you want to know what? The same reason I wanted to go with Stephanie Vakir because they're going to start putting them. But again, you have to start putting different things into it. Mommy's never won it.
Is that what
Penta needs something?
Is that what you tell the significant other on the weekends? Honey, you got to start putting different things into it. I'll just mute myself at this point.
That was just aggressive. You can unmute yourself now. You can. I want you to talk. Talk now. Thank you. That was well played, sir. I respect that.
I think that's the first time I've been muted. And I
no,
muted myself.
I'm gonna go as much as like the ideal choice would be Rollins, the safe choice would be Rollins. After them putting El Grande Americano in this picture,
so we can both agree. We can both agree it's going to be nothing but a match of interferences.
Oh, absolutely! I think you're going to see, and you want to know what? You have a lot of high flying luchadors, and Rollins can fly. LA Knight's not afraid to take a bump. Solo is the one I'm concerned about because again, this match has ended careers now, and when you put a ladder into play, you need to understand. You go back to Armageddon when Joey Nitro was in a bad spot and that ladder popped up from the Hardys and it split. This is not something to play. Like everybody says Hell in a Cell is like I'm sorry.
Hell in a Cell, that is a fixed structure.
Yes. Ladders will shift, ladders mobile. So Solo is the only one I'm truly concerned about because he's not as agile and fluent in the ring as you see the luchadors or Rollins or Knight.
And the other thing about Solo too is that I don't recall him being in many matches with special stipulations like this.
No. So I'm gonna go Penta.
Okay, you want to know what the other reason why I didn't pick El Grande Americano?
Why?
There was a fourth scenario playing out in my head.
Okay.
And it's my redemption scenario from my Tommy prediction of El Grande winning and giving the briefcase to Chad Gable.
Okay.
Which I'd be okay with. I really would. I'd be fine with that because you know what? Gable ain't going to win the title. No. But the opportunity for him to possibly finally capture a world title, that'd be fun. Anyway.
Can I just ask you one question?
Yes.
So you mean to tell me that if Iga is Chad Gable, that means Iga is Shorty G?
Yes.
And he may need to see a doctor with all them split personalities. Like that's concerning.
I was about to say, I think Chad Gable has a bit of
that's concerning. All right. Anyways, so
anyway, so what I was going to say is this: the fourth scenario, Gable is going against Vikingo on the pre-show.
Saturday.
Well, yep. What if Gable beats Vikingo?
Oh, you're going to see a very, very big riot. You're going to see them on donkeys and pitchforks, and it's not going to be pretty.
Right. But how big of a pop would it be during Money in the Bank if Vikingo somehow costs El Grande?
Again, you're getting into that realm where you're predicting that, and then it's all plausible. It's very doable. The same thing with Rollins and Punk.
It's very plausible.
But again,
and unlike Solo, Gable has been in these types of matches before where if there is a huge bump spot where Vikingo basically costs him, Gable will be fine. Sorry, El Grande will be fine.
AKA Shorty G. But again,
personally, I think Gable is slightly injured after the qualifying match.
He landed on his head bad. That was okay.
Yes, explosive.
Joseph,
we will talk about that in a minute.
Yes, we'll talk about that in a minute. I think you're going to see a match with some big spots. I think you're going to see them really put on a showcase for the luchadors from Andrade. Now, again, I say Penta, but for some reason, my nuts are telling me Andrade may again.
It would be interesting to see it. It'd be interesting to see Andrade with Money in the Bank.
You think he got that in his prenup?
Cool. Any potential Money in the Bank winnings I get on my half of the divorce. Oh no.
Oh, was that too soon?
Anyway, so
all right, Joseph Explosive brought up the Becky and Lyra. Well, you know what?
all right,
Becky's
so just
gonna
to
win.
recap, just to recap, Tommy went with Naomi.
Yes.
You're going with Stephanie. I'm going with Bliss.
No, I'm going with Mommy. I'm going with Mommy.
Oh, yeah, you're going with Mommy. That's right.
I'm going against our wise man.
In the men's, you're going with Penta. I'm going with Knight. And Tommy is going with Seth Rollins.
Yes.
In other words, if we were betting on Vegas odds right now, Tommy is going to owe money one way or another. Yes. Anyway, he's not winning shit. But
no.
In regards to the Becky-Lyra match, I hate to say it, Lyra's reign is coming to an end.
Yeah, I think they're gonna give it to Becky. But you want to know what? Again, I could say you have Becky win it now, and then you can have a best 2 out of 3 match with them. The storyline is there. And again, I go back to this all the time, and you go back to when Batista and Triple H were feuding for the World Heavyweight title. You would only see a feud go 2-3 months. That feud went 5 months long because people were so entranced in that feud. The fact that the Becky and Vakira, Lyra, thank you, sorry. They got so many new divas, I don't know their names. One's got horns, one looks like a Victoria's Secret model, like a flying chicken. I don't know. One's got a freaky looking boyfriend, but it's okay. Shit, we can't talk about her boyfriend. Sorry. But everybody is so enthralled with this feud. Because it's got, time out. Because it's gotten a little personal and they're finding a real, like, me as a fan, okay, did they discuss bringing this up? Did they not? Are they going off script? We all know, reading the dirt sheets, that Triple H and Tony Khan have told Becky Lynch, you are not allowed to go off script and talk about her fiance without her permission. But then, Lyra talks about Seth Rollins and the baby, and then, you know what I mean? I like it. It's fresh. I like to see 2 women from Ireland go at it. It's and again,
it's fresh.
Yeah. Unlike
PonyBoy's gonna be polishing something during that match.
Oh no. Unlike the Myra May showing up in NXT that looks like another blonde-headed Trish Stratus, not Tiffany Stratton bimbo knockoff. You have these 2.
I am actually surprised because how long has Miss May been gone from AEW?
I don't know. Don't care.
It's been about a month or 2, I believe.
Don't care.
Maybe 3, maybe 4. I don't know. But she popped up last night, I'm like, oh, does Tony Khan not know what a no compete clause is?
Again, I'm sorry.
I'm going to tell you right now, the only reason WWE signed Mariah May
to stick at the
besides that fact, in my opinion, they had Toni Storm.
Yeah.
But Toni Storm was not the Toni Storm that she is now. And I'm going to tell you right now, I can watch her highlight. I can watch her highlight clips. I can watch her interviews. She is entertaining as fuck.
She is so good, man. She is exactly what she says.
Remember, PonyBoy, chin up, tits out, and mind the shoe.
Listen. She is timeless. I absolutely love Toni Storm. And I think
WWE fucked up when they let her
go.
Can
we make an agreement here? Can we all agree that Toni Storm is the female version of R-Truth? Like, the promos are just that good that, yes, you don't have to see them.
It's all right, Joseph. We're still here.
Yes. All right. So, who do you got, Lyra or Becky?
It's going to be Becky.
Okay.
You got to have her come on top of Lyra at least once.
Okay.
And the whole Lyra having to raise her hand at the end, that was kind of the solidification of it.
Now, could you see she raises her hand and then drops Becky?
Yeah.
Jonathan Chaotic, you're absolutely right. Toni Storm is the only reason, because, I don't need to see. No, I can't. We got it. No.
Yeah. Chaotic, you are right. Without Tony Storm, Mariah May wouldn't be shit. At which point, I go back to what I was saying. If WWE had let Tony Storm be this version of herself, oh God, the women's division would be top tier at this point. Could you imagine
It'd be tits.
It'd be tits. Could you imagine half the promos Mariah May would, or Tony Storm would be chopping against these other competitors?
Nia Jax, you say your hole hurts, but understand this. I'm going to rip your tits off and stick them in your hole. Doesn't got to make sense. It just does.
Mm-hmm.
On that note,
moving on. So, as you can see on the title, what is an ROI? All right. And now we get into the business talk of everything. An ROI can stand for return on interest or return on investment. And unfortunately, it has come out, as you all know, you keep saying, we want truth, bring truth back. You know what? They've already said multiple times they have never seen this much of an outcry from athletes, either in WWE or outside of WWE, asking, what the fuck are you guys doing letting him go? Now, before we go any further, R-Truth does have things going on outside of wrestling. He's working on producing music. He's working on
a country song.
Yeah, he's actually out making music at this point. So for all we know, them releasing R-Truth right now, it's just a temporary thing. Personally, yes, it was a crazy work. Personally, though, when it comes to the return on investment, return on interest, you think about it this way. And for those of you who have worked for a certain major corporation, they like to the longer you've been with a company, the more they expect out of you for what they're paying you. R-Truth has been a comedic relief. He's been great backstage as a leader, everything like that. However, on a financial aspect, they can go out, hire a bunch of young guns, new talents for a lot less. And if they don't prove themselves, they can get rid of them. That is literally TKO's, what it seems to be their mindset, is that they're looking for the best bang for their buck. And if you're not worth their time, they're going to get rid of you. So now it begs the question, and we already had this conversation in regards to WrestleMania being at Las Vegas and how it's become like a Super Bowl in regards to the prices. Is wrestling that was once made by the underclass, the poor people, is it moving away from the allure of entertaining the fans?
That's a very deep question. But real quick, going back to the R-Truth thing, I did hear and read that they offered him a renewal contract, but it was lower than what he has already gotten. Now, I could see R-Truth going to TNA as Ron Killings, a Quick, whatever. Yeah, you keep laughing, Chico.
No, I'm laughing because I'm imagining him, and I saw like a meme of it. Shawn Michaels in the ring. R-Truth shows up. Truth, this isn't TNA. It's NXT.
That would be good. But again, you have it to where, and I hate to say this, same with Truth and Carlito, you're not doing much.
Now, the Carlito thing, that's kind of interesting.
He owes money, allegedly.
Allegedly. But why does he owe money?
I don't know.
Because you go back to ROIs, return on interest, return on investments. They signed him back on.
He signed him to a Legends contract, I thought.
Not yet, no. But they paid him X amount of dollars, and the company feels that they did not get their money's worth from him. That's not right, in my opinion, because, again, wrestlers are only able to do what creative has them do. And
I mean, to be fair,
unfortunately, unfortunately.
Yeah.
With you killing off doing house shows, essentially, and you're putting everything on streaming or on television, you're not going to see people get that return on interest or investment because they're not out there competing, especially if they're just a side character in regards to like Carlito or R-Truth.
Yeah.
Like, for example, part of the things they said about R-Truth is that they were disappointed in the numbers he brought in for Saturday Night Main Event. I'm sorry, but Saturday Night Main Event is a bullshit money grab. It's nothing more than a house show. And I'm going to be honest with you, most people don't watch it for the simple fact that you have to watch it on NBC or on Peacock. All right.
Yes.
But you still have commercials.
Okay, you still have commercials on Raw and
that's fine.
SmackDown.
But SmackDown is still on cable television.
Okay,
in regards to PLE events, like they try to bill Saturday Night's Main Event, you don't have commercials. Do you get what I'm saying here?
Chaotic, they didn't yank it. It's sold out.
Yeah, it actually sold out. That's why they pulled it. It's not because they fired him. It's because it sold out.
It's sold out.
Now, in regards to Carlito, that I'm saying that he owes them money.
Good.
Okay, you're the ones that hired him for how long? Because you wanted to keep this Judgment Day story going on?
Since Backlash Puerto Rico.
Exactly.
So was that my 3 years ago?
2 years, I believe.
Okay.
But again, you had Carlito come out as an appearance, all right?
Yes, Chaotic. Dom did have Carlito's shirt on, which was great. I liked it.
Which I'm telling you right now, with the support that R-Truth has gotten, with the support that Carlito has gotten and everything like that, there's probably a lot of heat backstage right now.
And you know, and it's funny you bring that up because a lot of wrestlers are taking a lot of their WWE stuff off their Instagrams, their X pages. Not saying that, and you want to know what our good wise man Brad did say this. If you've learned anything from Roman to now, is that talent needs to learn how to word their contracts. And it's a shitty fucking thing, but that's how it is. Because listen, you know they want to bring top talent back in. You know they're trying to get Aleister Black's faction from AEW.
Yep.
You know that they're going to have to pay Jordan Grace a little bit more when they put her up. You know the Valkyrie, or the Horned Devil woman with the nice big butt who does the knees. She got called up right away. Hendry's contract with TNA is up. Here's the problem, and you want to know what this? I hate going this because I know everybody hates the guy, but I respect him because like he's been there. I actually saved it, and there it is. Right, this is what Ryback said, and I know everybody hates Ryback. Everybody thinks he's a piece of shit, but hear me out. People need to understand there's a massive difference between getting released and simply not renewing a contract. One ends a deal early, the other lets it run its course, paid and fulfilled.
Yes.
New doors can open and opportunities arise that weren't possible before, especially later in a career when preserving your body matters more than ever. We live in a world obsessed with negativity, but not every change is bad. Sometimes it's a blessing in a disguise.
Look at Matt Cardona.
Yep. And then he goes into if the reports on Ron Killings not being renewed is true, just a reminder, pro wrestling is a business. This isn't a negative. R-Truth had an incredible runs and was consistent and entertaining as anyone ever, a true athlete performer. It was always an honor to work with or against him. He went out wrestling for the championships, which says it all. Everything ends eventually, ready or not, but he'll more than be ready for what's next. New doors will open that weren't before. Okay. You listen to Ryback, and he's speaking the truth. And then 0, you said like Matt Cardona. You look at Dolph Ziggler. You look at Drew McIntyre. You look at these guys who have been released. Now, do I think they're going to bring back R-Truth back? No, he's older. He's probably one of the oldest guys in the locker room, but he's in great shape.
He's in his mid-50s.
Yes. Again, do I think R-Truth is
Hold on. You know what? I want R-Truth to go into the Indies.
Oh.
Could you imagine the shenanigans?
Rocket
Pro. Get R-Truth. Come on.
We need it. We need him this one time. He will probably show up in an astronaut suit.
Oh my God.
I got to stop giving ideas. But, this kind of goes, and everybody, and you want to, I want to make this known. Yes, everybody's talking about R-Truth and talking about Carlito. Valhalla was released too.
I'm not shocked at that one.
I'm not shocked either, but again, she made an impact when she first came in with the Riot Squad with Liv,
Ruby Riot,
and Ruby Riot. Yes. She unfortunately, I think her career was put on back order when she first had her baby. And I follow her and her husband on Instagram. Cute kid, big kid, gonna be a stud. And then she had another child. I don't think that for certain people it's in the cards to go back to what they do once they have a kid.
Right.
Okay. Again, I don't think she'll be out of a job long. I know Ruby Soho, aka Ruby Riot, is with AEW. She just got married and had a baby. There's a good chance you could see Ruby Riot and Valhalla. I can't. What was her other name?
Sarah Logan.
Thank you. Sarah Logan goes to AEW. It would be very interesting. It would be a very interesting dynamic. But again, with the wrestling world,
if you think about it too, over the last few years of Valhalla's career, all right, she was more of a manager than anything.
You want to know what? I feel in that stable, she was outshined. I feel that they had something when she was with the War Raiders, but it didn't click right away. Can we also talk about like how 2 weeks ago, my spirit animal, Bert Kreischer, was just obliterated and yelling war? Like, I love the fact that they have Bert Kreischer in the ring. They're not a big fan of Tom Segura, though.
Yeah, I don't understand. I know Segura used to say a bunch of shit about wrestling.
They're doing it because he has a Netflix special coming out, but that's besides the point. But again, people are going to keep getting cut. And again,
see, my whole thing is this, all right? With the cuts, I'm fine with. I personally feel when the War Raiders contracts are up, they will be done as well.
Oh yeah.
And it's not a matter of them not wanting to keep going.
They're both injured a lot. They both have previous.
They've admitted their bodies are giving up.
They've been doing it a long time.
Yep.
And that's the problem people don't understand.
Do you know who is speculated not to renew their contract?
Give me a brand.
I'll give you a hint. His contract is up in July.
Cross.
No.
Oh. Who?
It is speculated, and my internet is starting to screw up, that The Miz will not renew his contract.
I've heard that. It's very interesting because everybody has felt since day one The Miz would be a WWE guy. Now,
I can understand what, and he has been a WWE guy. He's got the most losses in anyone's career.
Now, let me ask you this, though.
But
if he didn't re-sign with WWE, but he showed up in TNA, do you think you can call him a guy who jumped ship.
TNA. Don't need to go anywhere.
Yeah.
True is he at this point in time.
You're breaking up really bad. Okay, there you are. I found you.
What I just said is I feel that wherever truth goes.
You want to know what I would find hysterical? That, and I know this will never happen. Goldust is in an AEW ring. R-Truth shows up and he goes, "You don't look like Goldust. Who are you?" Like, I would generally love, like, again, there are so many people in different companies now that R-Truth has built a connection with. He can go there. Like, you
catch him in what is it? Juggalo Championship Wrestling? You're not Kane.
You look like something I put in my nose years ago. I'm just saying.
See, that's the thing. R-Truth can go anywhere in the indies, and it's going to be funny as shit.
Yes. All right. We're
getting close, and now finally we're going to talk about one other superstar.
Karrion Kross.
Yes.
I don't understand. You have this guy who is so over. And you're dropping them. If I was Kross, I would tell them when my contract is up, I'm gone.
Somebody actually told him to kill his contract.
Yeah, I'm sorry, he still has one of the hottest shirts out. He's killing it on social media. I still got to buy his book. You want me to buy you one? It's signed by him.
If they still have the signed copies, I would love to read it.
Okay. I will order one of those. It's like $45. But again, you have this guy who is so over, and you're having him do awesome vignettes. I'm hoping that him and Sammy have a banger. Like it's
no, Joseph, he's not out the door, but everyone is basically like people from other companies, people within WWE, they're all saying they don't understand what WWE is doing right now. So all I can hope is WWE is planning something spectacular at this point.
Our wise man may have made the comment that he will take over the Judgment Day. But again, he doesn't need a faction.
No,
he doesn't. Unless you're gonna put him in a faction and put a main title on him so they can have like a powered title faction, absolutely. But right now, he's right where LA Knight was a couple years ago.
Yeah, he literally is.
And again, you look at how they did it with Damian. Had him win the Money in the Bank. El Champion, again, Senior in the Bank, Senior Money in the Bank. It was great. There's all these story ideas, and then you give him his moment, and he flourishes at a championship run that he had when a lot of people thought he was going to crash and burn.
Yep.
You have people clamoring for this man, and if Karrion Kross ever sees this, yes, am I riding your dick? Absolutely. But the problem is, us as wrestling fans see what's going on. And if you haven't seen his promo, I'm not even going to say promo, his vignette on, Logan Paul. And you know, we're going to break down that fourth wall. That was aimed at Logan Paul. We don't got to sugarcoat this. The fact that Logan Paul is getting everything he's getting and Karrion Kross is getting fucking leftovers is atrocious.
Well, the sad part is Kross called it out. Hold on, Kross called it out exactly as it is. Yep. Logan Paul came into WWE. He'd already built up his reputation via extra businesses outside of the company. But back in the day, wrestlers were told they were not allowed to do other business outside of the company. So now we have entered a dynamic era, and we mentioned this earlier with TKO and ruining wrestling for the fans because it's all about money. But what I'm getting at, with that vignette, I loved it because he's talking about the bureaucracy and the hypocrisy in WWE right now, but then he turns it around on Sami Zayn.
Yes. I would love to see them actually have a solid feud. Oh my God, would I love to.
And it's going to happen sooner than later.
It'll be great. It'll be great. And again, if you watch Monday Night Raw, Karrion Kross had his hair up like Sammy did with the little bun. I thought it was great. But again,
all I can think in my head though, when it comes to a Cross Sami Zayn feud, all that I could pop in my head, and this is where I'll end it at. Number one, they need to do something with Cross quick, or he's going to be gone. He's going to go somewhere else, and he's going to make them a shit ton of money. And he's going to make the company even better because he will use his knowledge and promo ability to make that company even better. Yeah. Number two, though, when I think about Karrion Kross versus Sami Zayn, all that pops in my head is Brock Lesnar when Lesnar came back as the farm boy. Come on, Sammy, we can go fishing. We can go do this. Come on, Sammy.
So, again, it is coming up to that hour and 10-minute mark. Again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in. Your comments. Again, the participation has been growing so much. We thank you so much.
I just love the fact we're able to have the comments popping up in the video.
I like that now. I really do. We're gonna start having some more fun with this. And by the way, we're gonna do something different this week. Zero, who's on your shirt? Who's on your shirt this week?
My shirt?
Yeah.
Liars Club up in Chicago.
They're very nice.
One of my favorite venues and bars to hang out at.
Very good. And then mine is, if you don't know right there, you know who it is. Andrew Jameson. He's one of our boys, up and coming country singer. If you don't know who he is, same with the Liars Club. They're on all social medias. Go check them out. Check their venues coming up, their events coming up. Great bar. Zero actually took me there for the first time. Great bar. Great atmosphere. They don't lie to you. At least I don't think they do, or else that's just a funny name. I don't know. And then,
apparently the building's haunted too. That's the best part.
Oh, yeah. I don't need no.
Actually, is.
That's a different conversation. But no, then I'm rocking the Andrew Jameson shirt. He's on all social media, music platforms. Go check him out. He actually just dropped the cover of Purple Rain.
Yes.
It's actually very good. But again, every Monday you can catch us at Industry Tap House out here in Joliet. No cover from 7 to whenever. We'll watch Monday Night Raw, order some food, have a good time. This Saturday, 6 p.m., Industry Tap House, Money in the Bank watch party. Must be 21. I wish we can have all ages in there, but we can't. If you want to bring your dog, bring your dog. It's a dog-friendly place, if you don't know already. Again, Aurelio's next door, 15 to 20% off your order, and they walk it right to you. You don't got to leave. And then, again, it is June, so it is PTSD Awareness Month, so make sure you take care of yourselves physically, mentally, emotionally. And if you ever need anything, you can always talk to us, DM us, message us. But again, don't forget, June is PTSD Awareness Month, and you are loved. Zero.
On that note, June is also Pride Month and everything. Go out there and love one another respectfully. If no one's imposing on your way of living, let them live their life peacefully. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah.
Other than that, thank you for taking the time out of your week to spend with us on this wonderful Wednesday evening. For those of you in Northern Illinois, you're seeing it's raining like a son of a bitch the next few days.
We needed the rain, though, man. Warm. Listen, we needed the rain.
No, that is probably the worst dad joke out there. We needed this.
No, to be fair, like cutting the grasses, I cut Jen's and Dad's yard. Like they both have very big lawns. I even out of our father's yard, I only got half a bag.
Well, that means you didn't have a lot of work to do. But anyway, Final thought of the night, and I had this beforehand. Shit. I don't remember what I was going to say now. Oh, in regards to it being June, just remember, ladies and gentlemen, the weather is getting warmer, and if you are going out in public, there's this wonderful thing called deodorant.
And ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, more so towards the gentlemen. If you sweat like I do, listen, go online, go to Walgreens. It's called Mando. And this is not a paid advert. I'm telling you right now. Listen, I stink. You ask people that know me, I sweat getting out of the shower.
You sweat drinking beer.
I do. But listen, Mando.
You sweat while you eat.
Yes, we get the picture. Okay? We get it.
You sweat when you're taking a shit. I've seen the Snapchats.
Okay, I'm a sweaty man. What do you want from me? But go out, get Mando. It's 72 hours. It lasts 72 hours. And did you just gas yourself?
I gassed myself.
Oh, Schwitz.